Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to recap a movie titled Queenpins, which is a 2021 American comedy film. So let's get into the movie. At the beginning of the movie, we see police coming to arrest a woman named Connie Kaminsky. She tells us how she reached there due to coupons. She introduces herself as an Olympic speed walker winner. She introduces her husband Rick and says that they are always arguing about money since they decided to have their baby. Later, she tells that she could make it happen, and her husband started going out for weeks regarding work. We see her best friend, Jojo, who is a YouTuber, and she is also passionate about coupons. Her mom makes fun of her for all of this. Jojo goes to Connie's house and makes fun of her husband before he leaves. They both sit and talk about coupons when Connie tells her that she needs only one coupon to win a gift. Next, we see Connie in a store where she uses a lot of coupons and saves a lot of money from them. The shopkeeper, Greg, was very irritated by her. When Connie was stacking all her stuff in the room, she gets sad for her child and starts eating a pack of Wheaties. She complains to the company about their bad quality and gets a coupon for a free pack of Wheaties. She proudly goes to Greg and buys a free pack of Wheaties, about which Greg tells her that she is not special, as every company sends free coupons to customers who complain about their quality. Connie gets back to her home and sends many complaint letters to different companies and gets a lot of free coupons. She shows all of them to Jojo, who agrees to buy one free coupon from her within half price of $20. Connie tells Jojo about her idea of getting free coupons in bulk from a coupon maker company in Mexico and selling them to people for half price, thinking of it as a real business. Connie asks Jojo for help and tells her that she'll help her get out of the crisis. Later, both go to Mexico, and on the way, Jojo keeps calling her idea theft, stealing, and illegal. Connie asks her not to say this as they are removing extra coupons and all these words feel bad. Next, we see a man named Ken who catches an old woman using a fake coupon and asks the shop owner to give her the product at full price irrespective of her age. After that, he gets insulted by the old lady. Later, we see him sitting on the plane where he denies switching his seat with a child. After that, Jojo and Connie reach the company and find a man, Alejandro, to do their job. Firstly, Alejandro and his wife Rosa mistake them for kidnappers, but they manage to make them understand their job offer. Connie tells them about her plan, and Rosa persuades her husband to help them. He tells them all of his plans, that how he will send extra coupons to Connie. After that, they start their website named SavvySuper.com. Jojo advertises this on her YouTube channel, and within a short time, they make a lot of money. One day, when they were having a lot of money, their website freezes. To help solve this issue, Connie asks Jojo to seek help from Tina, who stole her identity. Jojo denies it at first, but later they both meet Tina, who guides them that their money is dirty yet, and they'll have to wait for 6 months until they can't use their money. We see Ken, who goes to the FBI and complains about a lot of coupons being misused. The officer listens to him and gets angry after he leaves. He refers his case to sub-basement of the FBI department. On the other hand, Connie gets different bank accounts under a different identity in many banks. After 6 months, they were having made over $5 million. But Connie still thinks that their money is dirty, and they'll have to take their money out from banks and buy things with all of the money to make it clean. Connie goes to all of the banks and takes the money out. After that, they ask Rick about what he will buy with a lot of money, and he tells them he'll buy a Lamborghini. After that, they both go and buy 5 Lamborghini and a boat. In the next scene, we see Ken calling the FBI multiple times, and one day, he receives a call from Albert, who is the worst analyst in the FBI office. He tells him that he cannot find anything to help Ken, but during this all, they both understand about their working method by mail. Albert tells him that he'll send the help soon. After that, Ken meets Simon, who is there to help him. He was a U.S. postal officer sent by Albert. Ken tells him that he needs the FBI, not a postal officer, to help him. Simon sits with Ken, who wants to work with Simon, but he says that he has not yet done anything except calling the police for help. Simon asks him to buy a coupon from their website so that they may identify their mail address. On the other hand, Connie gives the idea of buying guns. They both go and buy a lot of guns to sell later. On the other hand, we see Ken and Simon who get coupons, and Simon manages to know that they are in Phoenix from the mail. After that, we see Connie and Jojo who go to the doctor for pregnancy and buy a man's sperm worth more than $3 LAC. We see that Tempe calls them to meet her. They go to meet her and she tells them that their money was clean. They show her the cars and the plane they bought and also tell her about the guns they bought. Tempe asks them to sell these as soon as possible. A quick reminder, before we continue our review of this movie, if you enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload such informative and entertaining videos. Let's continue. Ken and Simon can be seen in a plane who reads a letter for Ken from a war soldier, Leo F. Sullivan, who wanted to meet his wife and daughter after the war. Ken, after hearing that letter, keeps thinking about the soldier and his family and keeps irritating Simon. The scene shifts to Rick, who is suspicious of Connie and asks her what is she doing and how did she buy a new TV. She tells him that she has left caring for coupons and has started her sales job. We see Connie getting a sperm implant, and the doctor asks her about her husband, but she tells him that she doesn't need him. Ken and Simon investigate many shopkeepers about Connie and finally meet Greg, who is sick of Connie's coupons. He tells them about her outlook and tells them the quote she often used to say. From that quote, Ken confirms that she is the same woman owning the website, as he read the same quote on the website. After that, they go to investigate the mailman, and they all point them to Earl and ask him about Jojo, but he doesn't tell anything. We see Connie and Jojo in a coffee shop where they see two soldiers, and Connie tells them about guns. They call them to their camp. Simon and Ken investigate Earl about Jojo, but he doesn't tell them anything. After he leaves, they both follow Earl to Jojo's house, who goes there to warn Jojo about the situation. Ken and Simon keep waiting for Jojo outside her house. Next, we see Jojo and Connie, who go to the camp and succeed to make a deal with the colonel. At night, Jojo comes back to her house and starts dancing. Ken and Simon keep watching her, and Ken asks Simon to arrest her, but he says that he can't do this without evidence. In the morning, Jojo talks to her mother, who tells her about letters and bills, but she doesn't check them. Jojo leaves her house, and Simon starts chasing her car, unaware that Connie was behind them. Jojo and Connie reach the office. Ken makes Simon's car dirty due to his abdominal condition. Later, they spot Connie with Jojo. Simon and Ken go to get all of the information about Connie from the FBI. FBI officer tells everything about her to them. Greg also identifies her. After that, Simon prepares his team to catch them both and asks Ken to stay away when they arrest them. After that, they get in their police cars and start their journey to arrest Jojo and Connie. Jojo gets up at night and talks to her mom that she's not feeling well and read the letter written by Earl. All of a sudden, police arrive there and arrest them both. Jojo's mother and Rick are also investigated. Jojo's mother tells them that she is with the state, and Rick tells her that he was unaware of that. Jojo pretends to know nothing, but Simon shows her the video of her scamming. Later, Ken and Simon go to investigate Connie, who tells her about her condition, and Ken says that he knows about the feeling of coupons. Simon says that she has gone against the law and she'll have to stay in prison for 40 years or a lifetime. After listening to this, Connie gets sad. In the next scene, we see Connie and Jojo in prison. Connie tells her if she takes all charges on herself, Jojo will be set free soon. During this, Jojo gets bailed out by Earl, who is waiting for her outside the police station. Connie also gets Rick as a visitor and asks him for bail, but he doesn't do so. Later, she ends up asking for a divorce from Rick and he leaves. Next, we come to know that Alejandro and Rosa succeeded to disappear after police arrested Connie and Jojo. On the day of the hearing, the judge announces that Jojo will stay in prison for 8 to 10 days and under 1-year probation, while Connie was imprisoned for 11 months. After that, we see Ken, who is angry that after such big damage, Connie is punished just for 11 months. Simon tells him that he's a good person and he enjoyed working with him. Before leaving, Simon tells him that the soldier survived and reached his home safely. Next, we see Jojo, who is packing all of Connie's stuff from Rick's house, and he asks her to get everything out of his house. Jojo finds the money that Connie was having hidden. Jojo and Earl kiss each other after that. Earl and Jojo can be seen in Montenegro, where they find a new guy in Coupon Company and tell Connie that she'll love their plan when she comes out of jail. After that, we see Connie, who is pregnant now and very happy. She gets out of her room and starts speed walking during pregnancy, saying that it's just important to reach the finish line no matter how you reach there, and the movie ends here. If you've already watched this movie, share your reviews with us in the comments below. Before you go, make sure to like this video and share it with your friends who are into drama, comedy, and crime fiction movies. Thank you for watching.